Welcome to the Nerd Party.
Hello, I'm Charlene Schmidt.
I'm Patrick Schmidt.
We just hit the end game. It's episode 20 of season 4 of Babylon 5. It's time to battle for 5.
So is it just me, or is Marcus a huge dick now?
Say what?
Marcus is a huge dick.
Explain yourself or get out.
Why would you abandon your mission? 1. 2, why would you kill people or at least put them on the floor? 3, for an unrequited love.
Number 1, he fulfilled his duty with handily taking care of things on Mars. 2, he rendered those people unconscious. They're freaking fine. And 3, unrequited love. Have you not been watching the show?
But Ivanova doesn't love him back.
That's not the point.
What is the point then? Help me understand why he's not a dick.
Okay, Marcus has always been looking for a glorified way to die. And war is not enough for this guy. He's already survived enough hell. He sees an opportunity to save the love of his life, whether or not she loves him back, and go out in the most selfless way possible, in his eyes.
It seems very selfish. Like, it seems selfless what he's trying to do, but it's selfish because look at the sacrifice that I'm making. I think it's selfish.
Okay, you might have a point, meaning he's indulging his desires.
Right.
That is selfish.
Does Babylon 5 not have any more use for him? I mean, they have things that they could have him be doing right now.
Sure.
And
Marcus does not care about that right now.
And that makes him a dick.
I had to really hold it in the last episode where you were saying, I think there's a Deus Ex Machina out here that's going to save Ivanova because, damn it, I want her to live. Well, you happy now?
I completely forgot about that device. Completely forgot that thing existed. When Marcus saw Franklin's reports, I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing. I briefly remember that, well, kind of. And then when they did the flashback thing, I was like, oh yeah, that thing.
Which is why I said way back when, try to remember as much as you can. Yeah, it's a very intricate story. So we really are at an end game here, the battle for Earth. Ivanova got her big speech in the last episode. Now it's Sheridan's turn. Your sons, your daughters.
As soon as Clark put the, whatever you call it, the thing
The
of a
PPG.
jig to his brain, things started moving in a direction, didn't they?
The tyrant knew he was going down. I love that Sheridan's commanding this final battle, the actual battle for Earth, from the Agamemnon per Ivanova's request, willing once again to sacrifice himself for the cause. That's how Clark was never ever going to win. Finally, some people in the Senate decided to come through and break open the doors and take that little down. So in the beginning of this episode, we're introduced to this guy, General Lefcourt, aboard the Apollo, who taught Sheridan everything that he knows how Sheridan thinks, blah, 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 blah. What did you think about this guy and his involvement?
Again, another thing that, in retrospect, I feel like I should have seen coming.
Right,
but
especially, they were talking about how, like the other commander said, hey, why did they bring you aboard this vessel? Well, duh, because he's going to defect.
I should have seen that coming, but I didn't, and here I am thinking, oh, we're all going to die at the end of Season 4, and Season 5 is going to be, the new class. I was ready for that, and then all of a sudden, Captain Dickhole comes along and saves the day.
Captain Dickhole. Regardless of where he actually stood on the site of the war, I mean, he plays both sides so well that I'm not even completely sure. It's just that we need to know that at the very end, he stepped in and helped save the day. We've got to go back now to Mars. We haven't even talked about that yet.
Mars is
that
a thing.
Whole thing. Lita, once again, the unsung hero.
It's her blessing and her curse, isn't it?
It really is. And as the gifted telepath she is the only one who is capable of doing these things. And it's really cool watching all these threads come together. Now we know what they were doing with all of them. And I have to ask, was it the right thing, what they were doing with the telepaths?
Short answer, yes. Long answer is complicated.
Okay, give me the short answer why.
The short answer wise, because of what Franklin said in the little Mars pod there, that the only way to save them is to use them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, the one redeeming factor is that because they were altered by the shadows, there was no going back from them. You help them fight for Earth in the one way that they know how at this point.
Yeah, and you help them get to a point where they can be saved, and that might have been the only way that it was possible.
And with all of that, what do you say we close this one out?
So, until next time, what we would love for you to do is a couple things. One is throw a like on this video.
Yeah.
Another is subscribe, if you haven't already, to the Nerd Party.
I mean, come on,
and
get on it.
Third thing, drop a comment below. We'd love to know what you guys think about what, again, I think is a pretty big episode.
They called it Endgame for a reason. Yeah, some good stuff, so let's discuss. Just do not spoil what's going to happen in the rest of this season and season 5. We've still got 2 more episodes to go, which means there's more yet.
Looking forward to sharing that experience with you.
Yeah, so until then, everybody.
Bye-bye.